Reducing the cost of gases is a very appealing idea. People need some relief from the high cost of living. Suddenly we're hearing people talk about not being able to afford putting food on their table. We hear that food pantries are running out of food. So reducing the gas tax to help our constituents is extremely important. People need help. We have heard today about the gas tax and the sales tax, particularly because the gas tax and the sales tax are not based upon ability to pay. They are regressive taxes affecting the middle class and the lower middle class disproportionately to people for whom another 10 or 20 cents or 50 cents per gallon gas fee would be less significant. But there's a difference here. We've been hearing about 8th grade economics, and we've been hearing about the fact that economists are opposing this type of bill. The tax on clothing is quite different than the tax on gasoline. We can always produce more clothing, but we can't produce more gasoline. And as the cost of gas is going to obviously go up in the summer because the demand will rise, we can't increase production because the refineries are producing about as much as they can produce. And reducing the state gasoline tax will presumably increase the demand. And the supply just can't keep up with the demand, and the price, I'm afraid, is going to go up even higher. So that's the first point in terms of the economy. We want to be able to do something to help the consumer. There's no question about that. There are three answers that we really haven't been able to address. For the first one, the $600+ million deficit that's going to be created by the passage of this legislation. There's going to be a hole in the budget. Secondly, the question of price gouging. There is the danger, and this bill does nothing to protect the consumer from price gouging. And lastly, if I thought that the savings would be passed on to the consumer, I would vote for this bill. I would vote for this bill if the consumer were going to benefit. But I haven't seen anything that tells me that the savings are not going to be consumed by the oil companies, the refineries, the middleman or middlewoman, the wholesaler, or the local owner of the service station. The New York Times had a very interesting article, I think it was yesterday, and it says, since 2000, 4 states have enacted gas tax holidays: Florida, Georgia, Illinois, and Indiana. In general, retailers did not pass on all of the intended savings. And that's what bothers me, Mr. President, because I don't think we need to enrich the oil companies any further. And for that reason, I think this bill should not be passed. Thank you.